piece of plastic. Looks like a giant coin to me. Is that a furniture mover? One of those felt things you find where you place under furniture. Man, talk about complete burnout after doing all I did yesterday. I'm out here trying to climb hills and mountains and stuff. What the heck do I get myself into on this 4th day of my vacation, I think? I'm going to be out here for quite a while. I'm going to be cutting through the landscape, what you're looking at. Yeah. Cutting through the landscape. Trying to get to a main body of water, just part of the challenge. Got to make it to that Waters of Eternity. We're talking about like a mile in the opposite direction through places like this. The wilderness, up and down inclines that you probably will never believe. Yeah, I've been out here many times. I have. But I'm having a hard time with it today. I'm so sore. The back, the muscles, everything is sore. And then I'm thinking about challenging myself on something like that over there. For a mile or so. Yeah. But first I have to go to a magical place. Yeah. Got to make it to the overlook, the apex, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to be nothing but hills today. Most of the time, that is. But I definitely got to take a chill pill one way or another. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, though. I'm not one to rest. I'm not. Not at all. I'm one that keeps on going. I mean, you can't really waste time. You cannot. Beautiful out here. It's about 11:30. Look at that incline. Got some trails down there next to the Waters of Eternity. Little tiny creek. You're going to say, but eventually we know you've been in that creek before. No, there's too many snakes. Yeah. It's beautiful out here, though. I do see people down there all the time chilling. Bunch of senior citizens half the time, though. Yeah. Man, talk about the hills. Yeah, I got to go to like 3 different places today. I do. But I still don't know about the decisions I'm making, why I make them. I mean, look at this right here. And I could barely even roll out of bed. And it's nothing but a challenge. Yeah. I don't know. What do you want? The easy way or the hard way? Let's go the hard way. If you don't already know, this looks exactly like Kennesaw Mountain in a different way. It does. But it's not beautiful. At least I don't see any spray paint. I'm trying to find the easiest route. Oh, hello. Cute. Well, they're not gonna... I don't know if the knees can handle this. Hold on. The cows and everything else. I guess this is where people go down and not go up. Man, look at that one. Geometry. Federal crime if you touch that thing. But, I mean, I don't understand what they mean by pick it up and touch. I mean, you step on them all the time. Yeah, cool. Kennesaw Mountain. Deja vu. Different place, but it's the same place. Beautiful. Millions of years of evolution out here. Nothing like being a part of it, if you know what I mean. It's one of those places that has a tendency to be extremely crowded. I want to go the hard way. I do. Looks like we're being forced to go the easy way. Where's that face at? Everywhere. Hope you like my little exploring videos. I know they're not much. It's not like I have a $4,000, vibration reduction GoPro on my forehead or something, or some kind of $10,000 360 view camera on my head or something. Yeah. But I have something else that's part of my head. You guys are crazy. I don't know if you know where I am by now. All you have to do is just look at one single rock and you'll know exactly where I am. You could look at a root, angle of the sun combined. If you see any pennies that someone drops, let me know. But maybe they didn't drop them. Maybe somebody out here forced it out of their pockets to try to drive the curiosities out of others. So they come looking for them and find them. Find themselves and find the answer, the truth. Man, look at that one. Of course I've seen it 100 times. I know the sun's in the wrong angle. Easy way or the hard way, your call. You know what else this place reminds me of? Just you wait until we get to the top. Well, the overlook is what they call it. I'll tell you that when we get up there. Let me keep on going. Dang. Well, that's all I do is keep on going. Oops, I forgot triangles. My bad. Perfect place to hide treasure. Mount Laurel flowers have been falling off. Maybe the hummingbirds have been eating them like crazy. I don't know if we're almost up there. Oops, thought I saw an eye. Left or right? Right or left? Or should we just, take a breather? No, there's not going to be any of that. I'll tell you what though, I would be the worst drill sergeant in the military. I would. There would be no stopping on my clock. Ooh, beautiful, kind of. I'm going to tell you something, a little story of mine. I want you to pay a little attention to as I'm walking around, trying to find a humongous tree out here. Yeah. But I think I know what extra bit I have on my head. I'm trying to be funny with this because it's a very serious situation. A very serious story. There's one right here. Man. At least, man, there's two of them here. I know. The one I'm looking for is much larger than these two right here. Ancient. At least 200 each on these. Gotta be. I'm not about to break out my tape measure and measure things on the trail. People might judge us off the map. There's like 3 of them right here. What I always like seeing. Yeah, but let me go ahead and tell you the story real quick. And it's part of a game I want you to play. Yeah, it's part of a game I want you to play. It's a real serious game. It is. Alright, so, a couple of videos I've made before, I was always talking about the triangle of the soul. Yeah, your soul combined is at the top, and then you have the knowledge of good things and the knowledge of not so good things at the bottom, either side. And it's like the triangle of the soul, And there's many other representations within the body of the Almighty out here, and all that kind of good stuff. But there's something I was hearing in my videos throughout the years as I was creating my Da Vinci videos and all. I see a humongous branch down there. Oh man, I can't tell. It's a long way down there though. I just see a branch that's bigger than most trees. Could be wrong though. Yeah. But this story, man, I tell you what. All these answers I've been hearing in my videos. I guess I'm supposed to tell you something about them. Like a couple of times, I would just be sitting somewhere recording video or something like that. And I was asking questions about myself, and other things. And I said something very particular, something specific, like a question of mine. And they said, "We are you." That was one that really stuck with me, hardcore. When they said, "We are you. We are you." They are me. But there's two of them. I told you there's always two of some of them with you. I know it didn't sound like it made any sense, but it's almost as if there's two that are always with us, but they are us in a way. And I was sitting there listening to all the other videos and stuff like that, and I would hear comments like I would pick up a flawless piece of history on the side of some creek, little tiny creek or something like that, and it'd be flawless, and someone would say, "I'm getting that one." It's almost like they're right behind us or something. But I think there's more to it. And I think I might have figured it out by, using myself as a guinea pig. But it's weird. It's like the ones out here call me by many names. They do. They call me Leonardo. They say, things like, "Welcome home, Leonardo," that kind of stuff when I come out of heaven. Then there's others out here that call me Metatron. "You're Metatron," when I pass by. And they tell me to stop. They want to ask me questions. Then others out here say, "Where is he going?" when I'm walking through wherever I go. But I think I might have figured out part of what they are and who they are. I guess it has to do with the eyes. I guess it does. And the brain. The two separate hemispheres. There's a saying that Yeshua always had in the Gospel of Thomas. That one phrase about don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Or vice versa. I forgot what it was. I forgot the way it was said. The way it was worded. Don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. It's almost like our brains are two different personalities. Two different sides of the triangle. I bet they're talking right now. But it's something that has to do with the eyes. It's weird though. It's like when they would comment about, "I'm getting that Airhead, that one's mine, not yours." Or when I was drinking, I'm not going to say I was drinking and driving. I just, was close to home pulling in. And I popped one and someone said, "I told you he couldn't wait." But there's something about the eyes, the two eyes. But what about a third eye? What about a third eye? The eye that allows me to see. See everything. The ears know. The two ears that allow us to hear. But all those things that they always talked about. It's almost like they're right behind me. But they can't be. Well, I know the cherubs are and all the other ones are always watching us out here. The ones who are always following me around. But it's almost like the two that are always with me, always with us. It's like you can't even shake them. But it has to do with the eyes. I've done a few experiments in the past couple months to try to figure this joker out. Knowledge of good things, knowledge of bad things. Not really knowledge of evil. Not really knowledge of holiness on the other side. It's just the knowledge, I guess. But I tried this experiment that had to do with the testing the two different sides of the brain, the hemispheres, by doing different things with one hand versus the other, and using thought, and using my eyes, trying to see in a different way, as my soul sat at the top. The eye of my soul, I guess. But there was something about the experiments that I have to tell you. I'm hoping you're understanding this. You're probably not, though. It's a very scary game. It is. But it's a fun game. Kind of tells you the truth of it all. That when it comes to the body, when it comes to the soul. I sat there many times and doing different things in my vehicle, whatever. At a Subway, at the grocery store. Sitting in traffic. Walking through heaven. And I would just do these eye experiments, like you do with the eye doctor. Or you go to have an eye test done. They make you read the chart. They make you read the chart to see, test your vision, your levels of vision in both eyes. But there was something that I picked up on a couple of the experiments. It has to do with closing one eye versus the other, to kind of expose who the two are. The two that you don't know exist, but I do. Now I do. Hope I don't get in trouble in heaven talking about this. I don't want any trouble at all. But I have to tell the truth. I'm a man of truth, a human of truth. But not all the stuff I talk about ends up being true until it actually happens. Yeah, dang. But I want you to try this, what I've tried before. To try to, test your emotions in a different way. The two different sides of your soul. As they combine to create you, your own. The one that you are. But they need the body. They need the body. Just like I need the body and the legs to get up this hill right here. Dang. I know at this perspective it doesn't look like a hill, does it? But trust me, that is definitely a humongous hill right here. But I want you to do right now, if you have the time, sitting there watching, Da Vinci videos on your laptops, whatever, on your computers, on your big screen, sitting on the couch. I want you to try this experiment that works so well for me, to tell me about who they are and what side that they are on. The left side of the brain operates the right side of the body, kind of. And it's opposite on the other side. The right side operates the left. And vice versa. But it's one of the funnest, most fun experiments you could do. So what you're supposed to do to try to figure out what side they're on. But it's backwards, if you know what I mean. Da Vinci style. Close your left eye right now. Maybe put your hand over it, an eye patch or something. Close your left eye. And after about 5 seconds, some very specific emotions will start to kick in. They will. Trust me. How do you feel when you're looking through that one eye that's open? Do you feel love, compassion? Do you feel happiness? Do you enjoy everything that you see through that one eye? Do you feel sorrow? Do you feel love? Do you feel like you're sweet, caring? Do you like every single thing that you're looking at, no matter what it is? Do you feel happy? Or is it the opposite? Now do the same with the other eye. Close the right eye. Put your hand over it. Look through your left eye. Let your left eye see around you. What do you feel? How do you feel? Adventurous? Daring? Anger? Hate? Anxious? Maybe a few other emotions that have to do with that side of things. It's almost as if to counteract a certain emotion, like anger, hate, whatever. It's almost as if you have to cover up that eye for the meantime. Where am I going to go? Trying to get to the top of things. Always trying to get to the top. Yeah, but you're probably going to say you don't feel anything yet. But maybe you haven't getting the feeling of it yet. Maybe you haven't had the opportunity to see or anything like that. Oh man, that hurts like crazy. Bend over and stretch it out, buddy. That hurts. Beautiful. Yeah. But dang. If only you really knew. I've been doing these games for a long time. For the past 3 months, I play the eye game. If I have some bad road rage or something like that on the road, someone tailgates me too much because I'm driving a non-desirable vehicle, they think the better than we are on the road. Whatever it is. I just close my left eye. I do. And let the right eye see. The compassionate side. The caring side. The loving side. That side of the emotions of us. I guess it's just psychological. A different way to control who you are in a different way. Beautiful. No, that's not the tree right there. It's 5 times that big. Kind of. Wishful thinking. Okay. Sweating bullets today, which is a very good thing. Yeah. But I guess what I'm trying to say too is that keeping both eyes open, both eyes being open, allowing them both to see at the same time, really creates who you are. I mean, just try this other experiment for general principle or something. Just try this. You're sitting down and kind of turn your head to one side or the other and make sure your focus eye, the one that sees better, the one that's stronger. You know how that kind of works. You do. Just turn your head to the side like you're looking out, a window or something. And it's almost as if your right eye focuses better, kind of, on what's in front of you, around you. But both eyes are open at the same time. Yeah, dang. Long walk up here. Not really. I mean, if we cut through the woods, we'd be up there in 3 minutes. We're just taking the Da Vinci style way. Check it out. We have a friend up here in the woods. Heck yeah. They just disappeared. They were right in front of us. There they go. What's up, baby? You see the deer in the center of the screen? Say hi. You don't have to worry about us. I'm waving. You're big. Hope you enjoy your heaven out here. I know I do. I'm looking, trying to find that extension road that cuts to the left without scaring the crap out of this deer right here. This place is usually packed. It's always packed on the weekends though. Especially in the fall, you have to move over off the side to let people pass. When they're coming down, that is. Oops. Dang. My bad. They're probably trying to lead me to that tree of life. I think it's in that direction. I just have to zigzag a little bit more through the hills up here. I know where you're trying to lead me. Wonderful. Camouflage even in the light. Don't step on any ants. They think I'm stalking them. Yeah, we've gone quite the distance. Like in the Field of Dreams, go the distance. We've done that many times in my adventures. Nothing like that labor. Nothing like that feeling of pain. No, I'm not in search for some dominatrix or anything like that. What do you call that? You know, when they tie you up in leather and spank you? No, I'm not looking for that. I'm talking about the kind of pain where you know you did something. Where you know you did something good. Where you worked. I mean, right now, both of my biceps are cramping because of all the lifting I did yesterday in heaven to clean up the mess. Carrying large shards of metal, practically an entire trailer, hundreds of feet, in different fragments, wall sections. Trying to put it all back together again in a different way. Is that natural? Or is that hand done by the humans 3 days ago? I'm just looking at the white lines in it. Yeah, they go all the way across. Heck yeah. It's always a beacon. Things that people never, ever, ever see. Yeah, I'm breathing hard. You better believe I'm breathing hard. I normally can do this with just 3 or 4 deep breaths the entire time. But today's a different story. Try not to step on the roots. No, I'm just letting you look at it. This is not the one. Everybody knows exactly which one I'm looking for, though. Trust me on that. Gotta hurry up. The tape measure's starting to weigh the pants down. As you can tell, we haven't passed one single person. But I guarantee when I get that direction in me, get down to that tree, you better believe there's gonna be crowds of people watching us. My paranoid butt out here. Well, this might be it. I think it is. I don't know. Gotta go down a hill and find a big old pile of gravel. That's her right there. That's her. It's not a pile of gravel. It's a big old rock. Yeah, dang. I know you don't like the contrast. It's unlegible. At the crossroads, Altoona Dam Road. Now you know where I am. Great exercise, but there she is right there. Could be a trail tree right there. Everybody in their right mind out here should come by to say hi. Let me go ahead and put the tape measure around her. I had a dream last night, like an idea. I was so excited to come here today to try to do this thing. But she's probably not going to be the only one out here this size. I might have to go through the woods. Now see, look at that, okay? All right, there's another one right down there. Center screen, about the same size. Am I going to have to roll down the hill to find more? What's up, Angel Tree? They don't see you like I do. First thing I notice, the second I look to the side, you're kind of short and stout. You're not as high as the other ones. Oh man. Split trunk, the twins. The good old twins. Yep. Came from the same mother and father out here. They don't see your angel wings like I do. So easy for me though. They're level. No signs of scoliosis. That's cool. Hopefully the other side is going to be strong enough to stay put in a windstorm so your wings don't get exposed in a different way. Man, beautiful right here. Humongous. That's a radio tower right there. Don't. Let me shut my left eye. Let me sit down for a minute and tell you this funny story. Man, all these Metatron X's out here. I see like some gravel on the rooftop and I see a radio tower, like a cell tower right there. Man, adventurous, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm desiring to do. Climb the radio tower. Yeah, climb the billboards on the side of the freeway. You guys are crazy. No, not really. It's just that side of who I am. So when I shut my left eye, the more compassionate, caring, fearful side of my soul is going to kick in with their 2 cents and be like, don't do it. What are you doing? You're going to get in trouble. You might hurt yourself. But if I shut my right eye, the left eye sees it and wants to fly over there, roll down the hill or something, get scratched up, get that feeling of life within me. Get some bruises, climb a couple of trees, maybe swing like Tarzan to grab onto it and then climb the rest of the way up. Yeah, I have this funny story. I tried this experiment one time on the freeway where I shut the left eye. It was a different time though, where I shut the left eye and let the right eye see. And they would say certain things like, you're going too fast, slow down, blah, 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 this and that. Watch out for others. Very compassionate, very loving. And then it got even more funny. Got even funnier. I shut the right eye, I shut the right eye and let the left eye look. And next thing you know, right next to me was a tractor trailer flatbed that had nothing on the back of it. The only thing that I wanted to do was climb out the window on the freeway at 73 miles an hour and try to be Daredevil. I wanted so badly to try to do like a stunt scene in a movie. And I still do that today. I still do that. That feeling, trying to get that feeling, that adventurous feeling within me. The no fear feeling. Yeah. Fearless, adventurous. Shut that right eye so you can try to do things, like fun. Man, that was a good thought though. It was. Man, I think I'll just let one of my friends drive and I'll just try to pull it off. Let's hope for the best if I can even do that thing. But right now we got something else to do before somebody comes and judges us off the map. What did I tell you? The second I even get started, someone's coming down the trail. Go figure. Well, let me go ahead and act like a fool. Chest high. No, they're too close. Dang it. Hold on. Let me abort the mission for the moment. Of course. It's an entire family. They're taking forever. They're like in a long line of like 6 people that take up about 120 feet of the trail. Look at that. Man, we're about to get judged off the map. Well, let me go ahead and act like a normal human being, shall I? Better hide this thing right here. They might see what I'm carrying and be like, dude's got a tape measure right here in heaven. What the heck is he doing? Let's pray that they don't do what every other family does out here. I'm not really complaining. Let me shut my left eye. Yeah, so I can get more compassionate. Yeah, there we go. The emotions are kicking in. Yeah, I don't mind them coming out. Really don't. Good for them. Yeah, but they have a tendency to congregate right at a major intersection of the trails and just, try to point me out or something. I think they're gone. I don't know. Let's hope they don't do what they always do too. Drop something 400 feet behind them. Excuse me, I'm getting up. Yeah. Or daddy's tagging along way back there and I'm not even going to hear him. All right, let me go ahead and do this thing. She's not as big as I thought. I mean, she's still huge, but making sure nobody's going to come around with a golf cart. I hope this is not a crime. It is if I injured a tree, but I'm trying to get an accurate reading, like a chest high reading. I might have to. Wow, okay, alright. I had a dream last night. This thing was only going to be like 68 inches, 69 inches. Please reach 100. Try not to. Look at that thing right there. Look at this thing. 99 and a half, go figure. Let me go ahead and do this calculation real quick. See what we come up with on this ancient horse chestnut before we get judged off the map. 99 inches. Heck yeah. You already did the calculation by watching my videos, haven't you? I know you have. You know, you arborist out there. But you already knew the truth. You did from a long time ago. You professional tree experts out there who come out here to try to find these babies. All right. 99 divided by 3.14 times 8. 252 years old. Hey, there's 2 radio towers. Huh. Thought I saw a bigger waistline right down here. And I'm not talking about the circumference around the base of the radio tower either. But there's nothing like getting high. Hunting season in progress. Do not go beyond this point, beyond the dates of... Hey, we're past May 15th. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get any kind of trouble for, recording a sign. Look at that thing right there. It's not high enough though. Yeah. Not nearly as high as the radio towers like in downtown Atlanta. Like the Georgia State Patrol place down there by the old school train station, down off of Glenwood Avenue, where all the garbage trucks and stuff are. That's like 900 something feet tall. Every time I pass that joker on the freeway down by I-20, you better believe I want to go out there and climb that thing. Just like the ones over there by Emory University. By Clifton Road down there. Those humongous tall radio towers. Yeah, look at the engineering right there though. We're not about to go touch that. That's illegal. I'm looking. It's like an optical illusion. It's exactly what it is. The further I am away, the heftier and bigger the waist looks. The closer I get, the smaller they look. Usually that's not how it's supposed to work. I can feel the radiation right now. Uh-oh, am I getting too close? Heard something move. Huh. Not nearly as tall as the one at North Lake Festival. I don't know where I'm going though. They just keep pulling me in deeper. There might be a bigger tree out here. It might take us years to find it, though. Oh, yeah, that's what I heard. Dang, my bad. I didn't mean that. Let's hope the hunters miss you 1,000 times over. Yeah, it's only about maybe 135 feet right here. No, I'm not about to climb it. No, just because I want to doesn't mean I will. Where am I going? I guess the human race cut down all the other trees and just left those up here on the hill. Nothing but Metatron triangles all over the place. And these things. Look at him putting those barbed wire razor things on the on the bars, on the supports. Oh man, what a thrill. Beautiful. I'm looking. Let me go ahead and find out my location on Google Earth real quick. There's a direction I wanted to go into. And this was not it. Here we go. An incredibly packed location. Half the time that is. Welcome to the Overlook. Let's hope we don't see any new spray paint. Talk about a hazy day. Look at that hill down there. Talk about 1,000 feet tall. Yeah, whatever nuclear plant or whatever plant that is down there. It's quite the image at sunset though, in the wintertime. Talk about climbing towers. That one out there that's over 1,000 feet tall. Different kind of skyscraper in heaven. Nowhere near a city. Place to chill. If I see any garbage, I'm going to flip out. Got some new growth up in here. Well, it's been 4 years since I've been up here. I used to find coins up here all the time. People just drop them all over the place. Someone heard every single thing I said. Talk about getting judged off the planet. Now let me ask you something real quick. Let me ask you something. What does this remind you of? No, not Kennesaw Mountain, because Kennesaw Mountain's more smooth than this. Yeah, but what does this remind you of? Pine Mountain. You're on camera. He's got the headphones in. Probably didn't see me. Yeah, dang. Yeah, I don't always go looking for the good stuff, you know that. But I haven't been to a state park in a long time because of work. It's been a very long time since I've been to any kind of state park. Yeah, I'm looking. I have the little thing right here. I always have to wipe my sweat on from my forehead. What is this? The benchmark? The Geological Survey marker? Pine Mountain, 1941. Heck yeah. There we go. We have made it to the top. 1941, that thing was placed there. Reference picture. Bam. Yeah, but this place reminds me so much of Pine Mountain. The same kind of geology down there. Same color rocks. It's almost exactly the same. It's almost as if we're down there right now. Yeah. But we'll go down there later. That very famous overlook. Good old FDR. Mr. Roosevelt has dragged my butt all the way down there for the longest time to help him try to figure out the truth about something that he was in search for. But I already knew what it was. What it is. The main treasure of all. Perfect day that day. The gold was definitely at the end of that rainbow. But I'll discuss that when I get down there, whenever that's going to be. I was trying to make it down there. This vacation, I still have 7 days. Well, after today, it'll be 6 days. Dang it. Got to make the most of every day. In every aspect of life. Not just vacation days. I'm talking about every day you live. Every single day that you live, you have to, I guess how corny it may seem to say this, but, give it your all. Be all that you can be. Do as you can. Do as you will. Man, a couple of times coming up here, I always wanted to get to that hill over there. Right down there. The hilltop. Long walk for real. Etowah River's down there somewhere. Might try to find it today if I have the time. Oh, here's the main one. I forgot about this one. It's the one with the triangle on it. Let me go ahead and wipe the sweat off the brow like I do with Stone Mountain. That we have definitely made it to the top. 1941. Perfect. Well, maybe that's not like a date. Maybe that's just like the other side says 1873. Yeah. Looks like somebody ripped something out of here and probably threw it down the hill. Shoot. Acquiring Pine Mountain Recreation Area. public service, preservation of local history for future generations. Talk about Da Vinci style. Heck, if I had $15 trillion and could buy up every ounce of land I could, every ounce of land in heaven, all over this place, $15 trillion. If I had that much, you better believe I would be, donating a lot. Trespassing required. Beautiful day. There's Kennesaw Mountain right there. Let's take a reference picture. I'm looking through the scope. Got some fake carvings here. Probably 1973. Where the ones from 1110 BC. Oops. No one's been out here all day. There's a... Dang it. There's a spider right there. Their house is in the middle of the trail. Looks like we're gonna have to go around. No problemo. Guys are crazy. Yeah, by the way, I just learned something new. I know this is my first time here in all these years, about 5 years. But that ancient tree back there is, I don't think it's a horse chestnut. I think it's a, what they call a chestnut oak. Yeah, that ancient tree back there is actually a chestnut oak. I get those mixed up all the time. So I don't know, I just spent like 30 minutes trying to find out the growth factor of a chestnut oak. Couldn't even find it. Couldn't even get a number. After looking on the good old Google for like 30 minutes. No horticultural website out there had it listed. All they had was talking about how dreadfully slow they grow. That's all they said. That's all they could talk about. But that tree might not be that old. It might not be more than 200 though. Well, we live and we learn, don't we? Yeah. There's no fault in that. No fault in that at all. Just a little mistake on my behalf. But it's been 4 years since I've been out here. Thought it was a horse chestnut last time. Yeah. Wistful thinking. Not really a growth factor of 8. Probably a growth factor of 5.5 or something like that. Yeah. Let me close my left eye and see what the right eye says, the right side of me. And then close the right eye and see how the left side of me reacts to this sign right here. I'm doing it right now. Have the right eye is open right now, and it's telling me to turn back. Be safe. Let's go home and sit on the couch. Make your Da Vinci style videos. Let me close the right eye and see what happens. It takes a couple of seconds though. Uh-oh. They're kicking in right now. They're saying, dude, you better just run through this place. You better go where no man has gone before. Uh-oh, we got to split off. Well, let me go ahead and do the right thing. On the left side of things, that is. Where is this going to lead us? Better hurry up. I'm on a time limit. I am. I got to go to like 2 other places in Shield. I'm just out at the state park today. Looks like we had some kind of fire. All right. Yeah, welcome to timber farming land out here, where they cut down the trees in the past. I looked on Google Earth. I'm trying to get down to a special spot, but it's a mile. It's a mile in a straight line. But if I go zigzag, it might be 3 miles. At least I have the right kind of shoes on today. Yeah, this might be kind of rough. What the heck do I get myself into? Close the right eye to get the right mindset. Welcome to heaven. 40% left on the battery and a long way to go. Man, I'm asking for trouble. I am. Look at this incline here. Look at this steep hill, cliff. I was about to say, I was going to be stiff. I got to go through this all the way back. Let's do it. Absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. If you're on a mountain bike, don't tell me. Don't tell me they jump off this thing. That's like a 7-foot drop right here. Down there. No one, you're not going to do that. You can't do that. You're going to be going 24 miles an hour. Ain't no way you're going to be doing that thing. No. Unless you had a few buds. Maybe a few hits of the bong out in heaven. Yeah. That reminds me of that one story. I know here goes Da Vinci about to tell you his stories. One of his childhood stories. Part of my issues in the body and the spine is exactly what you're looking at. Yeah, when I was a child, we had the bike, the BMX bikes. You push back on the brake pedal to activate the brakes. They didn't have handbrakes on that thing. They didn't. And my grandfather had the famous porch. Well, it wasn't a porch, it was a driveway that was just like a concrete slab, and it dropped off. It dropped off like 6 feet. At the end of it, just dropped straight down. Cinder block supports to support the end of it all, where the side of the house was. And at the very end of that driveway, there was a humongous metal container, steel container, like the things that they used to feed the cows and the horses back in the day. Had the rounded off, bottom. It had one of those things. Thing was about maybe 5.5 feet long. He used it as a flower bed, but in the wintertime, he used to turn it upside down. And one day, one faithful day, I'll never forget it. One fateful day, I was coming down the driveway, the dirt driveway, down that concrete, rest of it all, the concrete driveway. And I hit the brakes, but the kickstand was in the way. My life would be totally different today. Trust me on that. If that kickstand wasn't pulled out to the side a little bit. And you already know what happened next. I pressed down on the brake. Kickstand was in the way. I kept on going. Hit that rounded side of that flower pot. And went right over. The bike flipped. Last thing I remembered was me waking up in the hospital. Basically how it rolled was I hit the flower pot, the rounded side. I flipped over, went down 6 feet, practically into my grave. Rolled off, and the bike landed on my back. Fractured my back as a kid. Never had the money to repair it, never got it fixed. But it made me even stronger. It did for some reason. Yep, made me even stronger. I went through my days of bodybuilding. I did. Sitting there curling 80 pounds on each arm for at least 6 years. Benching about 300, 350. Went to the good old YMCA at least every single day for about 4 or 5 years. And then I had some crazy job where I lifted 200-pound liquid oxygen tanks. Up many flights of stairs, lifting them all day long for 12 years. Testing the back. Yeah, but dang, is it stiff these days? It is. And look at me now. Out in heaven. Walking like no other. Should be walking. Thank the Lord for that one. But I still have issues. I do. I have some major issues with the back, with that same little spot, those vertebrae that were crushed, where the cartilage just grew over. Yep, good old cartilage just grew over. And I went to a chiropractor way back in like 97 or something like that. Yeah, 1997 at the good old Cumming State Fair. Met this, really hot chiropractor. Gave me the card, everything like that. Told me to come by the office. Because I knew there was an issue with the spine. Never forget that time I rode off the driveway with my BMX bike. Knowing that I had to get it looked at way back in like 97. And I went to her office. I did. Got x-rays, everything. And she said, Mr. Da Vinci, we need to talk about your back real quick. Your spine's a little bit crooked. It's not scoliosis though. It's something else. But I've noticed some extra growth around your, spinal region, your lumbar region. What happened with this? And I told her the story. She said, as I get older, I need to be more careful. Very careful, that is. Basically, the older I get, the more of a chance there's going to be for me to have a major accident and be paralyzed from the waist down. Wouldn't that be some excuse me. Wouldn't that be some stuff right there? Yeah. All it takes is a slide into second base. All it takes is a fall off some rocks. All it takes is a tumble out of bed All it takes is a minor vehicle fender bender. All it takes is a stumble down a couple of steps. All it takes is anything, really, just to make it slip further. Yeah, so I got to be careful. Why do you think I had to stop swinging the bat? Because every time I turn the waist, the grinding of those vertebrae, the joints, wears it down even more. Yeah, dang. You don't want to hear my stories, though. You don't? Man, I can't believe the bikes come down here, though. Danger zone. I gotta climb my butt all the way back up here. But the thing is, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going. Check this out. Talk about Da Vinci style. They have the right frame of mind with this one. You're gonna say, what is that, man? Come on. It's a plastic rake. Someone came out here to try to rake up heaven. No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. No. It's probably been here for a while. I think I passed one of the broken teeth back there. They left that thing out here. It's been out here for a while. The handle looks sun bleached. Yeah. It's not really garbage. It's not really littering. It's just left out here for you to use. At least we haven't seen the garbage yet. Unfortunately, I think I know exactly where this thing goes. I've been walking for the past 35 minutes, and now it's turning to the left. I know exactly where this thing is going, where it's trying to lead us. Well, see a giant tree down there. It's got some weird looking branches down off the cliff. Probably not going to go down there. I'm just going to try to see if I can get a different perspective on this. Maybe I'm just seeing things backwards. Yeah, but I think this is supposed to lead to the Altoona Dam. Yeah, the Etowah River Dam that backs up Lake Altoona. I think that's exactly what this thing leads to. It just zigzags through the landscape. But I wanted to go that way. Might be a little bit too late for that. Cut through the woods for a very nice adventure. As you know, I'm one that doesn't really like to stick to the trails. Yeah, because I know deep in the woods down there, closer to a body of water, was going to lead us to some giant tree of life where no one ever goes. And I was hoping to find it today. What a shame. But I'm talking about a different one. I'm not talking about like the chestnut oak that's probably 200 years old that we saw earlier. Not a sound. I can easily pull off a very monumental EVP session if I had the battery life and the time that is. Let me go ahead and figure out something. I mean, from here on out, at this point, it's a straight shot down in a mile to where I'm trying to get to. on the other side. And it's going to be something like this the entire way. No trails to even see. Last thing I need to be doing is screwing us for good today. And it's already 2 o'clock. 28% left on the battery. And a long hill to climb. It's one of the greatest things about perspective on the screen, on the big screen, the movie screen, even the iPhone screen. Greatest thing about the perspective of it all is, from the looks of things, you don't have to feel what I'm feeling at the moment. Dang. Looks like level ground, doesn't it? Not even close. But I'm definitely going to be feeling it tomorrow again. And I'm feeling it today from yesterday. And I'm feeling it today from 2 days ago. But it's something about that idea of doing work in the body to live longer, I guess. Make you feel alive. Even sometimes the pain and the soreness is so bad at night, it'll definitely keep you alive because you never sleep. Oh, man. No pennies yet. I guess they didn't drop any. But if you see any diamonds or gold, I guess we'll have to leave them. No wonder I have things bulging from my pants. No, I'm not talking about that thing. I'm talking about my legs are so big. It's getting harder to find pants that actually fit. But after going through heaven like this for the past 10 years, no wonder they've gotten so big. Beautiful. If you want to quit, let me know. Might be the best challenge to carry your butt all the way up the mountain. Guys are crazy. Thank you, Lord, for this. I say that at least 100 times in my videos. Well, half the time in my videos, that is. If you see a mountain bike flying over us, let me know. There go the signature blue lines on the trees. Probably marking the timber property. Look, we get to look forward to right here. And it's 92 degrees out here. Off we go. And up we go. If you see a face in the rock, let me know. Crazy. Wild. Don't think I had to sweat this much since the last time I had to run from the cops. Wasn't that bad, not at all. Probably could have done that at least 10 miles. Not really Da Vinci style. Not really a main adventure. Back to the trail. Well, the main trail, that is. Gold. Gold. We hit the jackpot. Time to add it to the pocket. Got our gold for the day out in heaven. Thanks for the treasure. Gotta go say my apologies to this tree of life down here. I know I'm a nutcase sometimes. Half the time, 30% of the time, that is. Not really saying I'm sorry, just explaining my findings of truth out here. Sorry about misjudging you. Yeah, my bad. I'm gonna have a seat. Get burned a little bit more. Yeah, my bad. For real though. I apologize for calling you a horse chestnut. You're a chestnut oak. But you're still probably around maybe 210, 215. Don't know though. Can't find your growth factor. Look at me out here talking to a tree. Talking to a semi-ancient tree of life. Beautiful. If one human being out here ever says you're ugly, whack them upside the head with your branches. Hopefully that'll teach them a lesson. Yeah. The larger and more abstract the trees, the older and more beautiful they are. But the human race doesn't think about that. They don't. They want to judge you in a different way. They want to put you in horror movies and stuff like that, you know, around Victorian style mansions in their Halloween movies. their haunted house movies and stuff. Yeah. But that's them. Cool. Glad I figured out what you were. But it's what you are, who you are. Chestnut Oak. Could be 300. Could be 207. But at least 200. Let me go ahead and leave you alone. I got a mountain to go down. And other places to go. Heck yeah. Now you know us. You know us very well. We know exactly what this thing is. Don't we, fellas? Perfect triangle. Add it to the pocket. Looks like it fell out of a sports bra. Oops, better put it in the pocket now in case someone sees us. What the heck am I thinking? They're gonna be like, there's some dude carrying some, pad from a bra in his hand. What the heck is he doing? Oh man, craziness up here in heaven. At least we got the garbage out of here. This takes a minute. Talk about taking a while. Not good for the knees, but maybe it is good for the knees. I bet you saw at least 1,000 faces so far in the past 10 minutes. I could be wrong though. Maybe you don't see the face. Maybe you don't see the eye, the all-seeing eye in heaven. Hello? looking. Always got to do this thing. Probably missed 5 of them already. My pants are falling down. What the heck am I going to do? I'm always a target for judgment. I'll tell you that much right now. Imagine if I had that bra pad in my left hand and I'm sitting here being seen pulling my pants up because I didn't tie them this morning. You think I can manage this? Talk about a tumbleweed. Let's do it the easy way. It's like gold out here. Perfect. They like to take us to China just to get the buckhead, don't they? If you recognize the staircase, holla. Need some serious vibration reduction. Gotta go all the way down there. We're like 71 feet higher. Oops, just passed something. Heck yeah. Perfect. Better believe I saw that thing. I'm trying to hurry up. I think there's someone coming behind us. I don't know. Gotta be careful on these jagged rocks. This is one of those places that's a hot spot for senior citizens for some reason. You want to go the easy way or try to get in 10 miles today? Let's go. Let's go the long way. Yeah, it might take them a hot minute to get up and down the hills, but at least I can do that thing. Well, some of them, that is. Maybe these zigzags are forming an ancient arrowhead for us to find later in our travels. This is the top of the point right here. The junction. Dang it. Crap, man. Down a hill. Down a hill in heaven. First one of the day. Add it to the pocket. Got some more gold right here. Thanks for helping us find it in heaven. Add it to the treasure pile for the day. I just slipped. Heck yeah. Oh, I was about to say heck yeah. You remember what I said about that falling on the spine again? Got to be careful. Oh, man. Dang, they're going to make this hard on us. That's a long way to go. Let's go the long way. Kind of disappointing yesterday. We had a wonderful day out in heaven. We did. But it's kind of disappointing because we only did 5 miles by foot and 4.5 miles by the kayak. Yeah. That's not really disappointing. That's pretty dang good. I mean, we practically covered 10 miles. We did. Yeah. But when I saw that 4.5, 4.8, whatever it was yesterday as far as walking distance, I felt like I let them down. Like I didn't do jack. Yeah. Made me feel insufficient. Inadequate. Like I didn't do anything. Gotta spread out my wings the next 4 or 5 days of my vacation. By the way, remember what I was talking about earlier about the eye test? You know, trying to figure out who is who on what side of who you are. Yeah. There's something that they said in one of the videos one day. I was out someplace in heaven during summer break, I think it was. Maybe I just graduated. And I was walking down this zone, this area. And I heard something I've never heard before, but I was the only one out there. And someone's talking about he doesn't take us anywhere.